Welcome back to the State and Main Podcast. Today we're here with Mr. Kyle Shirley, one of the owners of 1010 State Street, probably one of the most storied and talked about properties in all of downtown Bowling Green in recent history. From the construction that went on here to the potential tenant that was coming to it just kind of sitting quiet for a while, and we're ready to get somebody back in this place.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us today, Kyle.
Yeah, glad to be here. So glad to talk to you about our property here. It's been a while, but we're ready to have a good tenant down here. We've got 10,000 square feet of restaurant space and some green space outside that is open for rent. So
this building, I believe, started out as the original Sears and Roebuck for Bowling Green.
It did. When we originally bought it, the building was extended all the way out to the street. We came in with construction crew and scraped the beams off, left the original beams. And we've turned the upstairs into to some rental property. We have some Airbnbs on site, and then those are luxury apartments, and they're beautiful inside. So
Yeah,
one day we'll take you around those.
You've done an absolutely beautiful job.
Well, thank you.
I can't say thank you enough for the investment you've put into the local community here with taking this old property and bringing it back to life. What was, I believe it was loading dock upstairs at one time.
Yeah, we had the loading dock. We had the paint store. So and we turned them in and repurposed them, and they're so nice. So
the appearance of it is truly unique up there. Down here on this floor, the 10,000 square foot restaurant space. Boy, is that a storied past. I know we hunted for a couple of years while the apartments were being built to find the perfect tenant. We thought we had it done, and we all got so excited for the concept that was coming. We were going to have kind of a sports bar type feel to it with outdoor activities and cabanas and shade sails, and I believe at one time there was even a some sort of, not a rooftop, but some sort of an observation deck or something out there built into the steel. In my opinion, I think it was the right concept for what Bowling Green needs and what the space needs and what the community needs, to have something to bring your kids to and eat brunch or watch a game, or to have something other to do than just sit around a table, but to actually have some activities and some socialization to it as well.
Absolutely, and it's so close to downtown that I thought it would be a great concept. That's why we loved it. The brewing company that was considering going here, we thought was a perfect match for that, and they happened to not be. So we got through construction and they end up backing out. So that's just kind of where we left it. So it's still here. We've built it out to a point. So it's ready for viewing for anybody that wants to come see it. So
from a construction standpoint, there is a full kitchen here. There's a grease trap here. There's some bathrooms here that are, hang some mirrors and do some other things. And there's some work left to be done, but this is a restaurant space.
Absolutely, and it's it can get there pretty quickly. So with the right tenant. So,
and what do you see this? How do you see this piece of downtown affecting the rest of downtown? Because I see this as kind of being the connecting point between Western and downtown and the nightlife, and this being more of the afternoon and the evening dinners and the family type atmosphere.
Absolutely, I think it connects both of them, because you have the hill just right up here at the top. The students could walk down. It could be a student area. It could be a multi-purpose area for lawyers and some of that when they want to, after hours, kind of a social gathering place, because you have so much space in here. You can spread out. They were discussing at one point having like a little event area, and then of course they were discussing putting games in the backside too. So it was a well-connected piece, and like you were saying, you're connecting Western with downtown, and I think it's a good place for both of them to collide. And with your Airbnbs all around, we've got the other building over here, 511, that has 13 Airbnbs in it. So you have those out-of-town people, whether it be traveling nurses or traveling business people, contractors. It's so close that I could see everybody down here coming together and colliding and having a great social space.
You've got the mass majority of this block. How many apartments do you have in it total?
So there's 13 there. We've got the Armory Lofts here behind it. That's another 20. And then you have Mellow Mushroom out back here too that is on the block. And then you have all this parking. So that's the great thing about this space with the apartments and everything. You have all this parking right beside it. So it's all available.
It's been a long time since I've counted them, but I want to say we've got, 250, 300 spots out there?
Yes, that's about right.
depending on the day and who parks well
Yeah,
and who
exactly.
doesn't, and
Right now it's open.
who parks in the middle of the driveway.
There's been that downtown thing about pay to park and all that. We have not gone pay to park, so
It's turned into the public parking lot for
It has.
the Christmas parade and the big events down here.
that. And I've reached out to a few charities at some points to see if they wanted to come out and police the parking lot during some of those events to see if they can raise some money. So it's never come to fruition, but there's a lot of entry points to it.
Sure.
So yeah.
Something a lot of people don't know is that back in the early days of this, we actually did a food truck lot up front. And when I
Yes.
say we, I've been along on this eventually.
Yes,
I don't
Jonathan's
mean
been with us since the
me
beginning.
including
So
myself,
yeah.
I was here for, I guess, some advisory stuff and helping you put some of the dirt. So I hate to say we, but it feels like a we.
I know you've been here the whole time.
But we put a food truck lot out there at the front that has never, I don't think it's ever been utilized more than once or twice for a special occasion.
It's not, and we've got 3 or 4 hookups out front. So if somebody would be interested in having a spot downtown, maybe we could utilize 1 or 2 of them. We'd be willing to offer that month for free just to come try it out and just to add something to downtown, get a little more activity on the block. So you can reach out to Jonathan if you're interested in that. We'd be open to opening that up to somebody.
And when you say hookups, out there we've got, 3 or 4 different 220
Yes,
plugins?
we've got 3 or 4 220 plugins, so you can hook right up to them if you need to.
And get good power there to where you can have a nice quiet food truck.
Absolutely.
Bring some tables out, set them in front of you.
Yes.
Some picnic tables.
We utilize the green space, and we can have a good area for your patrons to eat.
That's what downtown needs.
Absolutely.
We need more stuff coming in all the time.
Well, that you have so many attorneys' office and business people down here, and there are a few restaurants, but they need more. They need more options down here. So
Where do you see downtown going? I know you've had plans for a large building in the past, and I know they're still there. We, of course, have the stuff going on down at the riverfront, the private and the public stuff. That will probably be the largest private investment downtown has seen in decades. You have the city doing a large new office building. You have the county doing a large new office building all in downtown. Well, where do you see it going? Do you think we're going to end up with a lot more apartments?
I think we need some condo apartments. I think people want to have a building a lot like what we've designed. So I'm not saying it's out of the picture for us, but at some point during the future, I think a building would be great to be built down here and have condoed where you can sell them. You could have upperclassmen graduates buy some, utilize them that way, business people. But I think a condo building would go really well downtown.
I think what you basically said there is people need a place to call home.
That's right.
Apartment living is one thing, but when you can truly call something home and make it your own and do your own renovations, and you get a different end user.
Absolutely. And with the right amenities, I think it would be very attractive. I mean, most people around here, you see them walking their dog. There's not a lot of places to take your dog. There's certain places.
I walk my dog down here almost every day. I push that.
You know all about that then.
In that dog stroller.
You've got a certain spot you go to, I'm sure.
She has her favorites. We know who takes good care of their grass.
That's right.
We're sure to pick it up afterwards. But you learn it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Downtown's just one of those. It's one of the interesting parts that come along with it. We see it as a treat for our little pup to get out and actually have real grass because she is astroturf most of the time. So this morning on our morning walk, we know a little fenced-in area, and we take her to that, and she runs around. And it's part of living downtown.
Yeah.
But you see the same people out most mornings walking their dogs. And pets, and
you know the good dogs, you know the bad dogs.
you know when to cross the street, you know when you're going to get growled at. But I think downtown's really getting ready to pop off. I think you have felt that as well over the last couple of years. We've seen it rise and fall a little bit with COVID. We've seen some huge apartment development. The TIF has done some amazing things in bringing Sky back.
And I don't think I've had a chance to ask you this,
Sure.
but what are you seeing going on down here that's going to add to all that? Because I know you've got your finger and pulse on a little bit of it.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to flip it around on you here.
Flip it around on me. I think it depends on who plays when. We've got a lot of the right players down here. I don't think it's a financial limitation for most of them. I think it's more trying to time the market, and it's kind of a chicken or the egg question. Do you get the housing first, or do you get the retail and food development first, or which one attracts the other?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's no secret. Sundays down here, it's a ghost town. It's the people who live down here, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Monday nights are kind of similar.
It's a good day for you to take a walk, right?
No, it's a great day. Now, personally, I like it when it's busier and there's people to talk to and things like that. But I think it's chicken or the egg, like I said. And without housing, it's hard to attract the restaurant business. Without the restaurant business, it's hard to attract the housing business. Without,
and you're right on that line, too.
Right on that line. I think we need a lot more small square footage retail, the 1,000, 12, 1,500 square foot type stuff, so we can get some of that homegrown mom and pop, art style stuff, and the things you see in other cities when you walk around, whether it's a small women's clothing store or a shoe store or an art studio or just all the little stuff. But when you walk around town, anything that is a complete finished product is full. And anything that hasn't been taken care of.
Well, that and anywhere else in town, you have to travel and go to some of that. So we've got places in certain strip centers that have that, but the downtown area, like here in Franklin's downtown, my wife loves going to Franklin's downtown. They've got the mom and pops like you're talking about. Our square has some of that. It has some restaurant and some other stuff too, little cookie shops. But yeah, I do agree with you. Going in that direction with a few more of those, I think would bring in some more of those small businesses. So
the biggest change I have seen, to kind of finish up answering your question, it's downtown, is kind of a funny. It's Meltdown ice cream. Meltdown ice cream has brought families and grandparents with children, and it brings a different atmosphere to Fountain Square Park because you actually have these little core groups sitting around talking, eating their ice cream, and it's not just people passing through anymore. It's people coming in and sitting down. And I've been here for 10 years now, and that's been by far the biggest dramatic change of people's activity within the city center. And
one other question. I know it's a hot topic down here. Parking is a hot topic. So do you see that still being an issue on the square, or do we have enough around? I know my area does get utilized sometimes because we're 1 block from downtown. So
parking is something incredibly difficult to talk about because no matter how you word it, it can be construed or taken wrong or misunderstood. So I want to be very careful in what I say. The city says they have 880 parking spots. Of course, that includes the parking garage. I think 880 is the parking garage, and then they have about another 400 street level parking spots. So I want to say their number's up around 1,200 spots. The city does not routinely enforce any of their parking, so any of the 2-hour spots and stuff, it's more of a suggestion than an enforcement. A lot of people don't understand that. I am actually on the side of enforcing certain areas. I think the square is a premium parking situation, and I think it should be a 2-hour free type situation, and maybe a minimal dollar per hour charge for somebody that needs 3, 4, 5 hours to have a business meeting or something like that. But I think we do need to focus on getting the tenant, the employee of the tenants and the residential tenants that come in, park in front of their neighbor's door, and then complain that their neighbor parked in front of their door. We need to get them parked off the square and allow that to be more of a premium retail type park.
Yeah, and I see some of those conversations between the people on the square and some of the little groups I'm in because I have a block here, and they talk about the employees and the people talking on the parking on the square. So if we can get those off, there's more spots. So I know it's an effort of everybody up there to leave those open and to try to help the community with that.
I would like to see more of it. It's comical sometimes. I get a lot of people that talk to me just out on the street, and they'll complain their neighbor parked in front of their storefront. But if you look around, they've parked in front of the neighbor's storefront, and it happens. But everybody needs to learn how to walk a block and leave that premium stuff open.
Well, and just to let everybody know too, like I said, I'm 1 block from the square. I'm closer than the public parking. The big public parking. So my block for now is open for public parking, so you can come park here. So
Be careful, you're going to hurt all of our pay-to-park business. All of us making all that money.
Well, I see the complaints, and I want downtown to thrive. So I do have a block here. I'm not down here as often as I want to be because I live on the other side of town. But I want downtown to thrive, and I do come down here and visit some of the restaurants at nighttime with my wife. Gerard's is one of my favorites, not to mention any names, but it is one of my favorites. I'm sure he would. So
he's got some new exciting news coming soon as
well. Okay.
I'm not sure he's ready for it to be completely out yet, but it's public that he bought the building next to him.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to see what he brings.
Awesome. I look forward to that too. So
there is stuff happening down here. There's a lot of interest. We show this space routinely. I hate to say it, but a lot of people that look aren't qualified.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't meet the standards that I feel you and your family are looking for this. You know, we want a professional, qualified, entertainment-based tenant that also has a wonderful food product.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard combination to find. It's not just the restaurant piece. It's the entertainment, the socialization. We thought we had it, and then it all blew up.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, you know, we've gotten to a point where we can't really turn around. Coming in and cutting this back up and going into retail spaces or something like that.
Or repurposing it to apartments is not really the direction with as far along as it is, but not complete yet. So I think we'll get there, like you said, with the right person, and the right partnership in this space with downtown, the city, us. I think it will really blow up. And the concept that they had, I think, is really perfect for this. But it can be tweaked and made better by the right. I think somebody that is part of this town and wants this town to thrive will be perfect in this spot. So.
I'm looking forward to it. I got really bummed when it all fell apart there at the end. I was getting my fork and knife ready to go down a few nights a week and hang out and have that spot to go. But, you know, I'm confident it will happen. But again, it's all about finding that right person.
Absolutely.
Well, Kyle, thank you again for giving us a tour of the place here today.
Always good talking with you.
And I've enjoyed working with you on this, and I look forward to what else you and your family do down here.
Awesome.
And can't say thank you enough for making the investments in the Bowling Green.
Thank you all.